If you're an EVM dev who lives in Solidity, Hardhat, and Just Fork Uniswap, building on SUI feels like you accidentally selected hard mode and pressed OK. I'm Michael. Welcome to my channel, Crypto Michael. You're probably hearing this in a very clean global accent. This is an AI overdub of my real voice, so it's easier for devs everywhere to understand the story. I am CEO of SUI DEX and Stack Meridian. We've been building a DEX, farms and lockers on SUI blockchain. We thought it would take about 3 months. We ended up building and fixing things non-stop for around 10 months. Not joking. This is not a tutorial. This is not financial advice. This is just a comic reality check for EVM devs who are curious about SUI blockchain. On EVM chains, your life is simple. You write one contract, some mappings, one router, and you feel like a king. One address, one number, one storage slot. Your brain goes, okay, I put everything in this box and I'm done. Next chain, please. On SUI, that mental model just explodes. SUI is object-based. Your pool is an object. Your LP position is an object. Your farm stake is an object. Your locker is an object. Even your USDC is not one balance. It's many small coin objects with different IDs. As an EVM dev, it feels like someone deleted your favorite mapping and handed you a bag of Lego pieces saying, "Build something, bro, but don't drop any brick." On EVM, you say, user staked? Cool. Update mapping, user and amount. On SUI, you say, user staked? Okay. Update the shared pool object, update the user's position object, maybe update a locker object, and make sure every one of those objects ends this transaction in the right place. SUI does not let you be lazy about who owns what. Then you meet ownership and capabilities. On EVM, you have contract storage plus only owner and some role manager. Deployer is admin. Everyone else, praise. On SUI, you have owned objects per user, shared objects for global state, and capability objects that act like on-chain admin keys. It's not "I'm the owner, trust me." It's "show me your capability object or you're just another address." As an EVM dev, you suddenly spend a lot of brain power on which part should be shared, which part should be owned per user. Where do we keep the admin capability so we can't accidentally rug ourselves? SUI forces you to design your protocol like a real system, not just a big ball of storage with a God mode admin. If you're still here, this is where it starts to get real. If you're used to EVM, SUI will break your love for big mappings and force you to think in objects, ownership, and capabilities instead. Pools, LPs, coins, they're all separate objects that have to move correctly in each transaction. It's more mental work, but it also means your design has to be cleaner. And this is just the beginning. The real struggle and the real fun start with the compiler, coin objects, dual reward lockers, and getting your data to show properly on explorers. So if this already feels different from EVM, don't click away now. The next part is where most devs either level up or rage quit. Now the move compiler. On Solidity, compiler warnings are like, maybe you did something dumb, but sure, deploy and find out later. On SUI, the move compiler is that strict teacher who caught you talking in class. No double using this resource. No forgetting this value. No half-finished code path. Sit straight. First months building on SUI felt like fix one error, get 3 new red messages as a reward. But the upside is real. Once it compiles, a lot of stupid runtime bugs you'd normally ship on EVM are blocked before mainnet. It hurts your ego, but it upgrades your architecture. Let's talk about coins and swaps, because this is where many EVM devs get surprised. On EVM, your USDC is just a number in one place. On SUI, USDC is many coin objects. One user can have 20, 50, 100 tiny USDC pieces. Your dApp has to either merge them or be ready to deal with multiple coins in a transaction. I even saw this while using big projects on SUI. I was swapping USDC on Cetus and Bluefin. Should be simple, right? But because my wallet had lots of small USDC objects, the swap flow and gas estimation got messy. The fix in that moment was not magic. I opened my nightly wallet, merged all my small USDC coins into one bigger coin, and suddenly the swap worked like nothing happened. For a normal user, it feels like DEX is bugged. For a SUI developer, it's a reminder. Welcome to the coin object model. Handle merges in your design, or your users will feel pain. Now, one of the hardest things we built, lockers with dual rewards. On EVM, if you want a locker that pays 2 tokens, you might do a mapping for user lock data, some reward indexes, maybe a second rewards contract for the extra token. On SUI, we wanted lockers where users lock Victory tokens. They earn more Victory over time, and they also earn SUI coming from protocol fees. In SUI terms, that means each lock is its own locker object for that user. A shared global object tracks total locks and emissions. Capability objects control who can adjust parameters or feed rewards. And both reward flows, Victory and SUI, have to move through the right objects correctly in one transaction block. If you get any part of that wrong, either rewards go wrong, or indexers can't read your data, or fees land in the wrong place. Till last moment of SUI DEX launch, we were working for getting this dual reward locker logic correct, safe, and consistent. Once it works though, it's very clear on chain which locker holds what, how much Victory is locked, and how much SUI each locker should receive. It's harder than the EVM version, but it's also harder to hide nonsense inside it. Finally, indexing and explorers. On EVM, you emit events, and you can assume someone out there, Dune, DeFi Llama, whatever, will make a dashboard. On SUI, you need to be much more intentional. Your pools, swaps, farms, lockers, fees, all need events that indexers can actually understand. If your events are lazy or badly structured, your protocol can be fully live. People are farming, swapping, locking. But on explorers like SUI Vision and SUI Scan, your TVL and volume can still sit at 0. For users, that looks like this app is dead. For devs, that's just we didn't talk to the indexers properly. Period. So on SUI, you don't just design contracts. You design data flows for explorers and tools as part of the build. So if you're an EVM dev thinking about SUI, here's the honest version. Your big mapping mindset will take a beating. You'll start thinking in objects, ownership, and capabilities instead of just storage. The Mu compiler will roast your lazy patterns before mainnet does. Coin objects and merges will appear in your nightmares at least once. Dual reward designs, like lockers paying Victory plus SUI, are possible, but they force you to be precise, and you'll spend real time on events and indexers, not just on the core contract logic. It's not paste Uniswap, paste MasterChef, change token name, done. It's more work, more thinking, and more red errors. But if you survive your first serious SUI project, you'll probably write cleaner DeFi code even when you go back to EVM. This is not financial advice. This is just one builder telling you what actually changes when you move your dev brain from EVM to SUI. If you want more honest dev stories and a bit of comedy, and some light roasting of chains and devs, you know what to do. Follow, subscribe, and drop your questions for the next one.